If someone really cares about you, if someone really loves you for who you are, they actually want to build with you. You think that person's going to be a great father one day. You think that person's going to be a great, maybe son-in-law to your parents as well. A great husband to you, a loyal husband to you, someone who is driven to actually want to make sure that you and your future family are safe and protected. I think those are great qualifications, especially if he, decent hygiene, he looks decent, he, brushes teeth and stuff like that. I mean, what else do you like? Why is everything else? Hello, and welcome back to another episode here on The Bridge Reacts, and I'm your host here on the channel. It's a lovely day. Marcus, here on The Bridge, where we believe in long-lasting relationships, strong marriages, strong community and connection with the family unit. We believe in family here, having mom and dad there to help raise that child together, or children together, so they can be great assets to society. Of course, a stronger working class and a strong community in the culture. If you like what we talk about here on the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button and notification bell as well. Welcome. Really appreciate you for stopping by to see another episode here on The Bridge. Today's topic, we are talking about something a little bit different, as we always do. Today's topic, we are talking about ladies. It's been a while. Are modern women asking way too much out of men in today's world? It's a great question to ask. The person or the podcast we're looking at is the Young Black and Wealthy podcast. I believe they're a podcast. It's on the World Star Hip Hop Instagram, but we're gonna go ahead and get straight to it. I'm gonna leave this video a little bit shorter than typical videos. And of course, I'll leave my final thoughts towards the very end of the video. Please stick around because my take might be a little bit different than a lot of other people's takes. We're not here for toxicity. We're not here to put down anyone, men or women. That's a disclaimer for the whole channel, for the video, but let's get straight to it.
So many career-driven women have problems in the dating world.
You ain't met the right one.
Hold on. No, I'm just talking about as a whole, especially in the black community. The women that make this nice money, they are struggling. They are on TV talking about, oh, I'm gonna have a baby, but I'm gonna have it put in me because I can't find a man. Because really and we talked about, Ace, you talked about staying in your financial lane. For men, a lot of these women aren't staying in their physical lane or their mental lane when it comes to the men. Because now you want these men that make all this here money and do all of these here things for you, which is a very small percentage of men. If you say I want a man that make $100,000, you eliminated 85% of all men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%. Half of them gay. Or live an alternative lifestyle. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want him over 6 feet, 2%. He can't be obese, 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here into the dating world because they're unrealistic for their dating pool.
Okay. So, short but sweet, maybe bitter for some. Get to my final thoughts, get straight to it. Hold on, don't click off the video just yet. My take isn't as abrasive, maybe. We'll see. My final thoughts. Right. So, this conversation's been going on for way too long, right? And I am not going to continue to make videos like this video here when it comes to expectations, right? And let me set the record straight. Both men and women, we have our own expectations and it's not across the board. I get that. I'm not one of these channels out here, podcast men who have a microphone in front of them and a camera as well and upload videos that says that it has to be like this every single time. It has to be copy paste. It doesn't have, everyone has their own kind of like, way that they are going to go about their relationship and how things should be, whatever works for them, their dynamics between them and the other person, whatever, right? We should all understand that by now in 2025. This is like 2021 logic at this point. I do believe it makes a lot of sense when it comes to an alarming amount, I like to use that term here on The Bridge, an alarming amount of ladies who may make a decent amount of income, more than the average man, right? Maybe making about 6 figures or more, right? And then you're making this money and you're doing great for yourself. And shout out to the ladies who are doing great for themselves. That's awesome. We are not here to bash women. Doesn't matter the demographic, doesn't matter the class, any of that stuff. We're not here to bash women. We don't do that here. The thing is that if you are making this sort of income, and women by nature, for the most part, typically want to date up, or they want a man who is around their level, if not higher than them. Men who make more money than the women who are already making more money than most men probably, have a lot of choice. a lot of options, a lot of different women who don't typically have this demeanor or this kind of like vibe, in a sense, this kind of like energy where it's like, I make this money and I can do what I want. I can pick and choose whatever I want. I'm a little bit more demanding. I'm a little bit more in my, maybe not just masculine energy, but I'm more, assertive. I demand more because I am a hardworking woman who makes more money, and that's fair, right? It's just that, are you going to find a man who makes more than you, who you respect, who you care about, and you're attracted to, and they're only want to be with you? That is that's a weird, like, it's a really interesting equilibrium, right? Because a lot of us as men, we want to, of course, and I'm not speaking for every single man again, right? But a lot of us as men, we want to be able to, feel needed, feel not just wanted, but needed, in a sense. We want to, in a sense, provide something, protect you, of course. We want to honor you, love you. We want to make sure we can give you things. We want to make sure that you do feel safe, and not just physically safe, but emotionally safe, mentally safe with us, right? Now, when it comes to picking and choosing and being a little bit more picky, yes, we are visual creatures. We want to make sure that you're, you look decent, right? You look attractive. You're taking care of yourself, and you don't have to be like a supermodel from back in the early 2000s, but at least taking care of yourself. In my microphone, at least taking care of yourself, at least being able to receive criticism, at least being able to be told what to do to a degree, not in a sense of control and being a dictator or dictatorship, but in a sense of just being able to allow the man to lead, allow the man to be the man in the situation, whatever, in those circumstances. And I know there's a give and take, right? It's not always just black and white. We're more mature here than we were years ago. I'm just saying that when it comes to those level of expectations from men, if you're a woman and you're moving in this way where you and not all women who make money and have this, abundance, but an alarming amount of those ladies who do have that abundance, they tend to not want to listen to demand as much, or they will look for a specific type of guy, 9 out of 10 boxes, or maybe 14 out of 15 boxes, right? And they may be able to be submissive and be more of a woman to that guy and respect him enough for him to be her man and claim him. Again, that is a very small percentage of men if you are having all these expectations and all these boxes that need to be checked off. Like, I think the most important things for a woman, and I'm not a woman, I can't speak for women, but I'd imagine the most important things, and I hear from other women who say these things. If you're able to provide to a degree, if you're able to have some sort of stability for her so she can be a little bit less stressed out, not have to work as hard, right? Being able to protect her, make her feel safe, not just physically once again, but emotionally, mentally safe, make her feel loved. Instead of just making her feel like she's nothing or she's just replaceable all the time. Maybe some ladies have to operate like that because trauma, but I think most ladies, truly, I believe, it's personal belief, most ladies don't want to feel as though their relationship is always uneasy or they have to have a chaotic relationships for them to feel fulfilled. Some ladies do that. I don't know, right? My whole thing is that if you have the more check boxes you have, the less chances of you're going to be able to find that certain type of person you're really looking for. That does make sense. And I think it goes both ways. We're not just saying women. Again, we're not trying to harp on women. I'm just saying expectations in general. The title of the video is a little misleading, I guess, but you got to get views, got to get subscribers and likes, especially if you make it this far to the video. Hopefully that doesn't come off abrasive. I don't think it did. I mean, maybe his point to a degree, but then again, he wasn't really lying. Like, again, an alarming amount of ladies who feel as though, I've worked so hard. I got this abundance. I'm this, I don't want to say boss babe, boss chick and all that stuff, but like I'm at this stature. I'm this type of woman that is an earner, right? I deserve some type of man who also is around the same, abundance as me, if not more. And that's reasonable. I can understand that. However, what else are you looking for after that? Does he have to be 6 foot? Does he have to have at least 6-7 inches? Does he have to have at least, six figures, the whole 666, which is kind of weird saying it like that. That stupid thing, bro. It's just, I'm all over the place. The thing is that I don't want to see a lot of ladies who are just, growing bitter and old and they are lonely. And they don't have a family that they truly wanted to have a family, but they were being too picky to have a family. And they run into this rut where they start becoming the women equivalent of the incels that we see, that men are hating on women on the internet. But then you're bitter and you're upset and hate men because the dream man that you're looking for doesn't want to commit to you, or you're just unable to find them, and the rest of the men that you're ignoring or potentially could be good men, but they don't earn the same amount of money as you, or they're not the same physicality that your dream man is and looks like, right? So it's just like you have to pick and choose your battles. You can't be too picky out here. If someone really cares about you, someone really loves you for who you are, they actually want to build with you. You think that person's going to be a great father one day. You think that person's going to be a great maybe son-in-law to your parents as well. A great husband to you, a loyal husband to you, someone who is driven to actually want to make sure that you and your future family are safe and protected. You know, I think those are great qualifications, especially if he, decent hygiene, he looks decent, he, brush his teeth and stuff like that. I mean, what else do you like? Why is everything else? Are you asking for too much? If you're not, really appreciate it and subscribe. You're amazing. But those are my thoughts. You can tell me yours in the comment section. Let us know. Again, no shade to anybody. Let's keep it respectful in the comment section. We're just having a conversation. That's what it's all about. Conversation for resolution, solutions, so we can be a stronger working force, community, bridge that gap between men and women. That's what we're here to do. So we really appreciate you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.